Say it's good to be back, good to be back. Oh. Is that right? Who sang that?
Don't think you should be singing it though.
Why, who sang that?
Gary Glitter.
What it? Oh, skip. Get off that, mate.
Start it again.
The boys are back in town. We'll go with that one. We'll go with that one.
New
Who sang
series.
that one? Not Roll Varys.
No.
It don't matter anyway. That bit don't matter, does it?
New series, new trousers.
Thin Lizzy.
Thin Lizzy.
New series, new trousers. Yeah.
Oh, I fucking miss you, lads. I've missed you. Series
God.
must be 24, 25.
I don't know. Yeah, 24, 25.
Great to
Thanks
see
for
yous.
joining us again.
Yeah.
And special thank you once again, O'Neills Sportswear, supporting the entire series once again.
I'm starting to think they're my favourite people in the world.
I've heard on the grapevine there's potentially new kits on the.
I heard it on the grapevine. There's another
I've heard
song
a
in
whisper
there. Isn't
saying
it?
that.
It's a little musical intro. I like it. Is that his new theme for the series?
Yep, there are whispers. There are
You
whispers.
killed it. You always kill her, Chris.
New kits.
Careless whispers. Hey! Fucking hell, we're on fire.
Who have we got? First
I
up,
ain't a clue.
I've just got songs running
I'm
through
not
me head.
bothered. We've got Jarvis Cocker on first.
Jermaine Beckford.
Oh, what
First
a player.
episode,
What a
new
player.
series. Clubs.
Ooh, Leeds,
Leicester.
Everton, Bolton,
Yeah.
Bury,
Yeah.
Carlisle?
Huddersfield, Carlisle,
Oh, I tell you what, you're doing well here.
Played for a few,
Uxbridge.
bless him.
Wealdstone.
I tell you what, you're doing very well.
Is there any more?
Jamaica, 6 caps.
Yeah, can't forget Jamaica.
Good tracksuit,
Yeah.
in my opinion.
I'm-
And I did buy it.
Did you
He
really?
recommended it, yeah.
Well,
and
apparently-
he sent us the link.
Jermaine told us after that if you buy the tracksuit in 4 different colours, it turns into 16 different outfits. Because you can put the blue top with the white bottoms, the white top with the blue bottoms, the green with the blue, the green with the black, and so forth, so forth.
Did you get one?
I got one.
How's it
Yeah.
look on you?
Not the best.
I didn't like
No.
it. Oh, I didn't like
I've not
it.
seen you in it.
Tomorrow.
Where would
I'll
you
wear-
where would you wear it?
You can wear it wherever you want.
Right, so
Casual.
Smart,
Yeah.
cash,
Cash, comfy,
in the
baggy.
gym.
I've got jammers that are, that are like that, so I don't wear them out.
Well, should we get him in?
Let's get
Yes,
him in.
please. Any more songs for the road?
Tell you what, no, I'm going to be very poor.
Join us next week for the next song. Good.
I've had to. Been a bit creepy.
If you missed any last series, don't go back in anger. Just move forward.
Too far, man.
I knew it was going to be, but I thought, fuck it, we'll go with it anyway.
Still into your computer games? Clash of Clans?
Oh man, no, because I'm an adult now.
Yeah, but how old were you when you were playing Clash of Clans?
That part is irrelevant. No, do you know what? It was one of those games that, you know, when you're on the team coach and you're traveling to away games, something to help pass the time. Some people play cards, some people watch movies, others listen to music and have banter and jokes and laughs, etc. And some play games. You know, it could be anything from Super Stickman Golf. I'm showing, oh mate, this is
Yeah, I
ridiculous.
remember that.
What a game that was, huh?
You never get involved in that?
No, you sound really boring.
I'm carding me, mate. I'm carding.
Fair enough.
100%.
Snappy, all you can manage.
I think you did get involved in the golf.
Not the golf. I once bought a
Switch or a
SNES.
DS or something.
SNES?
SNES. Flipping it. What are you playing in the 90s?
It was Mario
Mario.
Kart.
Mario Kart. Oh, okay. A SNES on the team coach. He's plugging in
1987 it was.
HDMI cables and everything.
It was SNES, wasn't it?
I know what you mean. The
A little
handheld PlayStation thing.
I was playing Mario. I lasted about 3 weeks.
Game Boy.
Believe it or believe it, I was fucking crap, right?
Yeah, no, I believe it.
I might get a 4th if I got a rocket last lap. That's what I want. You know, the one that it's just shoved you around all over.
It does the work for you.
Yeah, that was the only way that I could get in a podium position. SNES. Sure it was SNES.
Nah, it's not a SNES.
DS.
Yes.
That's Nintendo, isn't
Yeah.
it?
It must be Nintendo. Is
It is
Nintendo not-
Nintendo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's the DS.
The DS had the pencil. Anyway, we're
We're digressing,
What
aren't
is
we?
happening here? was only a couple of years ago, that, JP. Flipping heck, lad.
What has this podcast turned into, man?
We need Richard O'Brien from the Games Master or something like that.
Oh, yeah, what a show that was.
We'll get you in a monocle for the second half.
And a pocket square. Go for it.
Yeah, Mario was good, though. Because
was.
you used to be able-
We're still going on it.
I'm going in again.
Do you know what? Mario Kart was unbelievable. I remember playing for Leicester. We ended up going on a pre-season tour, and it was the first season Jamie Vardy joined us. You could play 8 players at a time, multiplayer. Unbelievable. But Vards, being a lunatic, right? He gave all of the boys one of the snus, pop it in, and we're all sitting there playing Mario Kart. You have to put it on 3D mode as well. So I'm sitting there, I'm playing this game on 3D mode, and I just felt myself going, whoa. Mate, I was laying sideways, horizontally, on the floor, playing this game, feeling sick, like I'm going to throw up, and they've stopped playing, and they're just looking at me, watching, going, mate, Bex is gone. Mate, I was conquered, mate. I was gone, absolutely gone. So yeah, cheers, Jamie.
8 grown men sat in a corridor, not even like in a comfortable space, sat on the floor in an hotel corridor.
Listen, when you're playing games with the lads, anywhere is comfortable. Anywhere is comfortable. You could be anywhere. Like I said, we were on team coaches, we were in hotel rooms, we dugouts every now and then as well. Only in pre-season, not during the season.
It's like contraband
that would be a
at
problem.
school, isn't it?
It's
Yeah.
like,
Bastard, I'm playing today against fucking...
Bex, go and get warmed up. Gaffer, just give me 1 minute. I've got one lap to go.
Even that, because you can change your name. Obviously, you can put your Parker, but after a game, say something happened during the 90 minutes off, somebody had a shocker, they put that as the name, so the full journey home.
I missed all this. In the card school.
What did you play?
Cards.
Yeah, what games though?
We used to play poker, hearts,
Brag.
aces to kings, free card brag, but it were a nasty game.
That was horrible. That stopped me playing.
Yeah.
That stopped me playing.
Not
Why?
a friendly game, that. Because you don't really want to take loads of money off each other, do you? Or
What?
people losing
No,
money.
you do.
Nah,
but you don't want to be the one forking out.
Yeah, but it's not a nice game, man.
Brutal.
Yeah,
Can be
it's-
brutal.
Yeah.
You're like, basically, whoever's got the most money
Wins.
is going to win or willing to...
Yeah.
So it's not a friendly... You know, like you pay for a fiver, it's much better than you fit people
Yeah,
losing
you
fucking...
play for the fun.
Thousands.
Yeah,
Yeah.
That's no fun, especially not when you're on the way to the game.
Yeah.
I mean, somebody's just done a couple of grand in. Like, oh fuck, he's going to play well, isn't he? But should we go on to some football?
Oh, we're
Oh,
talking
that's what
about
we're
the
here
footy
for,
now.
yeah. I forgot about that. Lifestyle, that's what we're talking about. I love it.
Wanted to start at the start. Your Chelsea days, young lad.
Yep.
Who were you? Who was in your year?
Carlton Cole. And I think it was just the two of us initially that managed to get out of managed to play, end up playing professional football. Unfortunately for me, it didn't work out. While I was playing for Chelsea, I got quite a bad injury and got released after about 9 months, give or take. One of the memories is a core memory of mine that stuck with me when I was playing for Chelsea. We were training, and we trained before the first team this one day. And I remember once we finished training, all the boys would go into the changing rooms, get showered, changed, and then go home. And I saw Gianfranco Zola come out of the first team changing room, and I was thinking, whoa, this guy's he's legendary status, you know, smashing it for Chelsea and Italy, and unbelievable technique, quality player. So I remember just watching him, just being in awe of the way he walked, which sounds random now, but like as a 14, 15-year-old kid, you know, I was just taken aback by it. And I remember he was practicing free kicks. So he had like 10 footballs on the edge of the 18-yard box, and he tied one of his socks, to the top corner. He would just practice free kicks, practice hitting the sock in the top corner. And genuinely, he would hit 7 or 8 out of 10 every single time I saw him. And I was thinking, mate, that's the level, that's the quality, that's the standard you have to reach.
It's impressive.
One sock, yeah, I know. He must have had mental blisters, huh? But like, I remember trying it myself, and I lost 6 balls that day. I lost 6 out of 10. Hit the target a couple of times. Realised free kicks is not my speciality. But yeah, Chelsea was a mental time for myself. Again, it didn't quite work out for me because I wasn't there for as long as I would have liked. But at the same time, it it taught me a little bit of resilience. It taught me how to deal with disappointment, with frustration. And also I was in high school as well. So when you get released from a professional football team, you're going to have haters, any age group, any level. And I remember going into school and a couple of the kids found out that I'm no longer playing for Chelsea. And the first thing they said were, "Ha, told you he was rubbish." And that stuck with me. And I used that as fuel. I just wanted to make sure that all of those people that doubted me, they could suck it.
Did you thrive on that? Like your fuel being to prove other people wrong?
Not initially.
At that stage.
Not initially, but after a while, you get thick skin. Words are just words. They don't hurt. You know, they only hurt if you let them hurt you. So I would almost give 2 fingers up to those people that doubted me.
You can say fuck you on here if you want, mate. No bother at all.
I find it difficult to swear in general. So I'll do my best. Poop.
Did you give up hope in any way? You know, when you signed for Wilston, yeah. Did you carry that belief right the way through, or did you almost get to the point? Because I know was it the RAC you were working for, and
yeah.
Was it a case of this is going to be me, or did you always have aspirations of getting picked up? You knew you were good enough.
Do you know what? My dreams had never changed. From a little boy, some of my earliest birthday wishes, my earliest manifestations were, I want to be a professional football player. From I don't know, 7, 8, 9 years old. I don't even know. It's just memories that I've had for forever, dreams I've had forever. I never gave up on that, but I didn't know how or when it was going to happen. There was always something in me that knew I was going to be a football player.
At the top, or just a football player in general?
Just a football player in general.
Yeah.
I didn't set those limits, those boundaries, those targets. I just wanted to be a professional football player. So whether that be for, you know, one of the biggest teams in the Premier League, winning Premier League titles, or, you know, in League Two, the bottom of League Two, it really didn't matter to me. It was just to be able to achieve my goal of being a professional football player. That was it. So I sacrificed so much for it as well. Like you have to think, as a 19, 20, 21, 22-year-old kid, all you want to do is be out and about on a Friday night, a Saturday night with your mates. You want to be Sunday messing around with your boys, doing this, that, and the other, getting into carnage, causing mischief, going out raving, clubbing, drinking, doing all sorts, right? I sacrificed all of that.
Did you never do it then?
I did, but in the back of my mind, it was like, right, well, you've got a game tomorrow. So if you stay out until 3, 4 o'clock in the morning, you're going to be goosed when it comes to kick off at 3 o'clock tomorrow afternoon. So stay out until 1 and then go home.
I like that.
Slight boundaries. So I always found a way to sort of enjoy myself enough, but I wasn't getting Willy beaming. I wasn't stumbling out of clubs. I wasn't doing any of these things. Often out of season, yeah, it's fair game. But during the season,
me getting to 1 and then going home.
Yeah, no,
that's the
I didn't
business
say it was easy.
That's when you come alive.
I didn't say it was easy.
See, sacrifice is great.
It's sacrifice. Yeah. But back then, I had a great set of friends who they're still my best mates now. So they said to me, right, whenever I said, right, lads, I'm off, nobody would say, oh, come on, Jay, have one more. Oh, Jay, no, stay another half an hour, stay another hour. Everybody was all on the same page with me. So, you know, that helped me as well. That helped to keep me focused and keep me out of the mental carnage that could have ensued.
That's right, you were going to sign for Yeovil. So you're doing well. And was it your manager that rang you and said, there's a lot of interest?
Yeah. So
was it Yeovil that came in?
I was playing for Wealdstone, and my manager, Gordon Bartlett at the time, he said to me, look, we've been, you know, Yeovil Town have been sniffing around asking lots of questions. They actually want to sign you now. I think at the time they were in League Two, if I'm not mistaken. Where in League Two, I'm not entirely sure. But again, as I said before, mate, it didn't matter.
To be fair, you're ripping up trees as well, aren't you? 54 goals in 82 appearances at Wealdstone.
Pretty sure it was more than that. But yeah, no, it's...
We're not splitting hairs, are we?
Oh, you're talking about the first season as well, where I was just easing my way into it. I think the season that I ended up leaving Wealdstone, I got something like 35 goals in 40 games or something like that. So the ratio was nuts. It was really, really good. So that in itself was enough to
Whispers, rumours.
Exactly. And, you know, I started getting on the back page of the newspaper, like a slim little columns. And like, I'm pretty certain my mum's still got a few of them now, which is so nice. But I think when that phone call came in from Gordon Bartlett, he said to me, look, Yeovil are interested. They want to sign you. We want you to stay, obviously, because you're doing so well for us. But at the same time, on a personal level, I think it's a great opportunity. You'll learn so much playing a professional game. It's a dream come true. It's an opportunity for you to better yourself and push yourself on a little bit more and really test yourself up against some really, really good players. I was working for RAC at the time as well, doing repairing windscreens. We're repairing glass on cars. So if you need sunroofs doing, if you're living in London or Liverpool, I could fix your glass, your side windows.
I want to check him with it. Smaller than 50p piece, is that all right?
So, yeah, well, 10p. But yeah. But like, I was doing that. So I would finish my 12-hour shift working at RAC in my navy blue uniform. And then I'll drive to the training ground. I'll train or play a match for Wealdstone, get changed in the back of the van, which was quite cool. And then I would go back to do the night shift. Gordon phoned me and said to me, Jay, Yeovil want to sign you. So I was like, yeah, sweet. So I hopped in the RAC van because I had a free fuel card. So that kind of...
Yeah, you got to make the most of it.
Oh, mate. Do you know what? Joking aside, I milked it until I was playing for Leeds for about 3 weeks. I still had the card. I was using it.
Lads, I'll get you petrol.
It was flipping top drawer, man.
No wonder my fucking premium's so much.
Yeah. No, thank you. So hopped in the RAC van and started heading towards Yeovil. And then got another phone call from Gordon saying, look, I'm going to put you in contact with a guy that I've used in the past, an agent. And he's going to look after you. He'll tell you all the ins and outs and keep you up to date with everything. So I got a phone call from Phil Smith, and he said, look, Yeovil are really excited about you signing for them. But at the same time, we've got Crystal Palace, Charlton and Watford that want to sign you. So I was like, mate, I can't go to Yeovil when I know these other clubs are there, because if I go to one of them, mate, I'm going to be playing 2 levels, 3 levels above. So I've got to give it a go and you know, Charlton, Watford and Crystal Palace, London or just on the outskirts. I'm from London originally as well. So for me, it kind of made a little bit of sense to give those a crack. So I gave them a go. Charlton, I pulled up to Charlton. I was crap.
RSC van.
I was crap. Not that time, no. Not that time. I was balling out by that time. I had a 6-year-old Renault Megane with 3 hubcaps and a massive dent in the back where I reversed into a pillar. We didn't have any parking sensors back then, mate. So I remember going to Charlton. I was terrible. It was like playing FIFA, and I was, mate, I'd won a flipping raffle or something. That's what it felt like.
When you say you were terrible, did the occasion get to you, or were they so much better at that time?
No. They were much better than me at that time. Much better. Mate, I couldn't catch anybody. The defenders were faster than me. And that was killing me. That was absolutely killing me, because I've always prided myself on being sharp and being quick. But mate, when you can't keep up with centre halves who, with all due respect, are not supposed to be the quickest players or the most athletic back then, it was a little bit of embarrassment for me. So after the first session, I got a handshake and said, thanks very much, we'll keep an eye on you, which is a polite, you not for us.
They only give you one session.
One session,
Horrible
mate.
bastard Kirbishley.
Do you know what, right? I probably had about 15 minutes of that very first session, and then he made his mind up and then thought, nah, I can't pull him out now. So I left Charlton, and then I went to Crystal Palace, and I was there for a couple of days. I played a couple of behind closed doors games. I felt like I did all right. I think I scored in one or in both of them, definitely in one. And it went okay. Again, Thank you very much. We'll keep an eye on you. You're not quite what we're after, but we'll keep tabs on you. And then I ended up going to Watford. AD Boothroyd was the gaffer, and he said to me, right, Bex, you're here for a week. So if you're good or if you're crap today on the first day, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it, because you're in tomorrow. And if you're crap that next day, don't worry about it. You're in the next day, so on and so forth. So that was quite nice, and it put me at ease. So I went in there, and there were a lot of guys there that I kind of knew already, which made it easy to kind of incorporate myself into that scenario, that setting. And I did okay. If I was giving myself a rating out of 10, I'll probably say about 5, 6 out of 10. So I was okay. Not great, not terrible, just somewhere in the middle.
Are you getting more comfortable with the rest of the lads who you're playing against as well, from your 2 previous trials? Or are they still like, fucking hell, these are really good, these?
No, I was still thinking, mate, the levels, I'm nowhere near it. I'm nowhere near it. But I reckon because I was around people I knew, I was comfortable. Yeah. So I could enjoy myself a little bit more, and I can try different things and not worry so much if I made a mistake or not. And after the first training session, give myself a 5, 6 out of 10. So I wasn't expecting anything, ready to come back the next day. And AD Boothroyd came up to me and said, right, so we're going to offer you a contract. So I was thinking, mate, what? I looked at the league table, the championship league table. They were 3rd or 4th in the championship, in the playoff positions, getting ready to go to the Premier League. And I'm like, mate, shut up. No chance. No chance. In the back of my mind, I was thinking, if this doesn't work out for me here, it's not a problem, because Yeovil are still interested in signing me. So I've still got that to fall back on. So I phoned my agent, because man's rolling big now. And I said to him, look, they've just offered me an opportunity, offered me a contract. I need you to get down here quickly before they change their mind. So on the other end of the line, my agent was like, mate, congrats, so proud of you. That's amazing. Your family are going to be over the moon. Just so you know, Leeds United want to sign you. No trial, nothing. They want to sign you. And Leeds were a place below. I think they were either a place below Watford or a place above them. I can't remember exactly. But a very similar situation. So I was like, mate, this is amazing. And all the while, I'm on the phone talking to my agent. AD Boothroyd is sitting opposite me. And I'm trying not to give anything away to him. But at the same time, I think he kind of got the gist of the conversation of what was happening.
He's not
happening, yeah.
M62, yeah.
Yeah. So I came off the phone and he said to me, look, is he on his way? And I was like, unfortunately, no. And he said, what club was that? I said, it was Leeds. And he went, I'm disappointed, but I understand it. I wish you luck, but not too much. And I'll be honest with you, there was a part of me that was just falling out, mate. Absolutely falling out. I was so nervous about being in that situation because he'd given me a great opportunity and shown a lot of belief in me. And it sort of felt like I let him down a little bit.
So why was it just Leeds straight? That's it.
So the reason it was Leeds immediately is because when I weighed everything up, obviously Leeds is a massive, massive football club. Watford's a great club, don't get me wrong, but Leeds is a massive football club. And when I put some thought into it and spoke to my old man, for me to be able to make the most of my talent, I needed to be able to focus 100% on my role, on improving myself, on bettering myself. If I'm going to sign for Watford or Charlton or Crystal Palace or, whoever it may be, and it's around London, I'll get dragged in to the London lifestyle, into expectations, and I wouldn't be able to focus everything on being the best football player that I can. When I looked at Leeds, I didn't know anybody. I looked at the squad. Obviously, I'd known some of the players because I've been a football fan my whole life, so I've seen players bouncing around. And I was so glad I made that move because I would go to training and then go home because I didn't know anybody, which means A, I'm not spending any money unnecessarily. B, I'm not out until silly hours of the day or night, finding myself getting into any kind of issues or problems or troubles. And C, I'm just going to be able to dedicate everything to being the best version of Jermaine Beckford, the footballer that I could possibly be. It was quite cool as well because I'd been outside of London, but I'd not really been outside of London for any extended period of time. So I had no idea about how different life up north would be in comparison to life down south.
Class, innit?
Oh my God, it's amazing. It's amazing. Man, I remember the first time I went for a walk along the canal. Clear my mind. I met my missus not too long before that. And then she was like, she's from up north as well. So she's like, let's go for a walk. And in my mind, mate, I'm from London. We don't go for a walk. That doesn't make sense. But I'm trying to impress her. So I said, yeah, I love walking, you know. I don't.
My dog's down south. I can't pick my dog up.
So we've gone on the Leeds-Liverpool Canal, got on the Appley Bridge, and we've just started walking. And we encountered this guy out of nowhere. He just popped up out of nowhere. I swear he was hiding in a bush or something. And he went, hey, up. And I went, whoa, shit. And I'm on guard. I'm like, mate, what is happening here? I thought this guy was going to jump out and try and beat me up or rob me or something. And Laura, my missus, like, relax. That's what people are like up north. And I'm like, nah. I'm from London. I'm not used to this. This is like, I'm on red alert now. So the next person that walked up, I didn't jump, but I was still on edge. And he went, morning. My missus like, morning. Lovely day, this, that, and the other. And I'm like, okay, this is interesting. So
how long before you're giving it the A up?
Third person. the very next person that walked past. And my missus laughs at it every time. I was like, morning, how's it going? And she was like, that's the Jermaine I know. And that side of it, I flipping love, man. But I don't see myself as a Londoner anymore. I'm an adopted Northerner with a Southern twang.
Were you straight into contract negotiations at Leeds? Like, is that when you arrived?
I didn't negotiate anything. I just accepted whatever was here. This is what we're offering you. Unbelievable. Thank you very much.
But there's no training or anything. You just into them.
I just went straight into it. It was mad because I played for Wealdstone on the weekend on the Saturday. There's like 40, 50, 60 people there, and I think I scored. I want to say I scored, but I don't know.
I think you got a brace.
Do you know what there is, right? At the moment, there's a guy out there and he's taking snippets from everybody's interviews and he's saying, right, let's see if this is true. Let's see if this is real. You see that guy? So he scares the life out of me, man. Because I know I'm not lying, but my dates may be a little bit off. So I want to make sure I get it right. Mate, what a guy. So I want to say I scored. But I'm not sure. But I think I was playing in front of 40, 50 people, give or take. And
it might have been 30, 20.
Yeah, not so many. Under 100. Let's call it that.
I've got the attendance record from Wealdstone.
99.
Mr. Beckford. Yes. Mr. Beckford, come into the
down. Yeah. Oh,
35.
I'll just walk in with my head down. It's just embarrassed. So I remember playing in front of not so many people, but then I signed for Leeds, trained on the Monday, Tuesday game against Crystal Palace at Ellen Road. And it was like 34,500 people. I made my debut. Oh my God, mate. When I tell you, I was so nervous. I remember running onto the pitch and the roar was amazing. Yeah, come on, Jermaine, show them what you're made of. Get into them. And I'm like, yeah, this is great. I've made it. I finally made it. And then the ball's come into me and then the defender's right up behind me. I've gone to control it and my first touch has gone boing up and over the defender. Trampoline, mate. I've spun. Fortunately, he's taken me down. I've won a free kick and all the fans gone, yeah! What a great touch! Come on, son! Mate, inside I was thinking... Inside I was like, mate, I'm flipping balls that up, but I've got away with it somehow. It's unbelievable, man. It was just incredible, man. Incredible.
Is this the Blackwell era?
Blackwell era, yeah. So Sam Ellis was the one that brought me in, incidentally.
Right.
Yeah, Kev Blackwell, I don't think he wanted me, if I'm being brutally honest. I don't think he wanted me there because I was raw. I was really raw.
I say you're actually, like, from your trials, you're miles off it in your own, even in your own opinion.
I was still miles off it. Mate, my first training session on the Monday, I was looking for a bench halfway through the training session so I could have a rest. Mate, I was goosed. The tempo, the pace, the quality, the agility of all the players. Mate, I couldn't keep up with anybody.
And you're coming on a sub the next night?
Yeah, listen, don't get me wrong. I was on for about 5 minutes tops.
That was enough, though.
I think he's seen enough, yeah. But it was amazing. And I was so, even to this day, I'm so grateful to have that opportunity in the first place. But I remember after a couple of weeks, we'd finished training at Thorpe Arch, and Kev Blackwell pulled me to the side and said, right, once we finished training, he said, right, Bex, we're going to do a little bit of private training session here, just the two of us. And I'm thinking, all right, cool. So he said to me, right, Bex, this is what I need from you, right? When the ball comes into you, hold on to the defender and then fall forward. I was like, what do you mean? I said, where's the goalkeeper? Where are the balls? He said, no, we don't need goals. He said, right, you're here, the ball's coming into you. And then we're enacting we're role playing a scenario from a match. The ball's coming into you. Right, Bex, it's bouncing. It's about waist height. Hold the ball, fall forward, win us a free kick. Go on. So I've gone, oh, okay. And I'm still, mate, I'm raw. So the ball's come in, I've bounced my arm off him and I've fallen down to the floor. He said, that's rubbish, do it again.
When you see you bounce it off him, this imaginary him, innit?
No. It's him. It's
He's the
him
defender.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, he's the defender.
Right.
So he's standing behind me, put a little bit of pressure, like forearm on my back. So I've got him here and he goes, right, go down now. So I've got to fake dive in. So like I've gone into the changing rooms afterwards and the boy said, Bex, what were you doing out there with the gaffer? We saw you. Did he push you? Did he push you on the floor or something? Is everything all right? I said, mate, he just teach me how to dive. Not score goals, none of this stuff. Just win free kicks. I was like, mate, this is it. I didn't know this is what professional football was. Something new, mate. Something new.
How was it left with Boothroyd? If I get my timeline right, was that the playoff final?
That was the playoff final season where Leeds ended up playing Watford at Cardiff Stadium. Before the game, I saw Adi Boothroyd and he said, congratulations on you guys making it here, but just so you know, you made the wrong choice. We're going to win today. And I remember sitting down in the changing rooms and the gaffer's going through the team sheet, the starting 11. I'm like, didn't expect to start. I'm going to be the last name on the subs bench because that's where I've been every game this season since I've signed up. Not a problem. And then it got to the subs, sub number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And like my name's still not called out. So I'm thinking, all right, there's one more sub. And he said, the rest of you boys are up in the stands. And I'm looking around, I'm like, oh, sugar. I was like, sorry, Gaffer, did you say my name? He said, no, you're up there with the boys. I was like, oh, damn it. I'm not saying I would have made a massive difference. I'm not. But my skill set was something completely different to the boys that we had at the time. They were all technically better than me. Robbie Blake, Richard Creswell, David Healy, Eddie Lewis, all of these guys, flipping amazing football players, technically, physically, probably finishing wise. I'd say finishing wise, they're better than me as well. But because I had a different level of self-belief in my self-belief, I was raw. Defenders didn't know, they weren't going to know what I was going to do because I didn't know what I was going to do, So I was kind of like, I was disappointed I didn't get an opportunity to be on the bench to possibly offer something that could have been different. And, I could have maybe created something for somebody else. I could have maybe created something for myself. I could have made a great movement and created a nice bit of space for one of the other boys to run in and do their job. It just wasn't meant to be. And I remember seeing Adi Boothroyd after the game had finished, and he came up to me and said, I told you.
Didn't need that, did you?
I didn't need that, mate. I didn't need that. I wanted to give him one in the kidneys. No, I'm joking. But it was mental. But at the same time, listen, don't get me wrong. I was devastated. I was fuming. But I was fuming for the club. I was fuming for the fans. I was fuming for the players. But on a personal level, it didn't make that much of a difference to me because of the massive step that I'd already made. And I ended up going out on loan the following season anyway to Carlisle, which I was able to score my first ever professional goal. So it will always have a special place in my heart. And then my second loan spell, the same season, was to Scunthorpe. And for me, the Scunthorpe move was amazing for a number of reasons. I was playing regularly in a team that were flying high, doing well, full of confidence, but also a team that had players that I knew. Billy Sharp was in there as well. Joe Murphy, the goalkeeper. I'd known him. Andy Keogh, who went on to play for Leeds. Like there were a lot of boys that I'd already known. So again, the car school from Leeds down to Scunthorpe on a personal level was great because I got to incorporate myself in a new group of players, a new gang of players, and that helped to make me fit in with the rest of the team nice and easily. So I ended up going there scoring eight goals in 17, 18 games. We got promoted as champions, but at the same time that we got promoted with Scunthorpe, Leeds got relegated. So instead of being in the Premier League one season, taken a season out and ended up in League One. So on a personal level, it was devastating for the club, but I know I've been here before. I've done it before. I can score goals in this league. With all due respect, in a team, in a squad that were nowhere near as good as the one that Leeds United had as well. So if we're able to create anywhere near as the same amount of chances, mate, we're gonna fly.
Are you getting better here, like, as a player? Can you feel yourself getting better?
Yeah.
Personal confidence with that.
Yeah. You know, like when you say the miles off it. And,
confidence was flying high. And again, because I was quite lucky that I went to a team that played to my strengths anyway before I signed up. So Scunny played on the counter attack. They dominated the ball. They put the ball in behind. They played into the channels. They squeezed up. This is they're a lot of my attributes. You know, like if we could play on the counter attack, there's not many players in the league that could keep up with me, let alone beat me in a race. So the first thing I said when I signed up was to Cleveland Taylor, said, look, when you pick the ball up, I'm quick. So just that area between the left centre half and the left back, clip it into there. It just far enough that the defenders are going to have to turn. I guarantee you I'll be on the end of it. So he would do that. The same on the other side. And I would get in and I'll cut the ball back, or I'd have a shot on goal, or I'd try and do something. So straight away they were like, right, well, this guy knows his game. He knows his strengths, his weaknesses, and we're playing to his strengths as well. And that worked. So everybody bought into the same message. Everybody believed in each other. And that was hugely beneficial.
And you can take that to Leeds then the next season because you've got that experience playing at Scunny.
Yeah.
The players will know what your strengths are. They'll have seen you, and you're more established now to go back and go, lads, this is what we need to do. This is how I want you to play to my strengths. Yeah. Rather than signing from Wealdstone, you haven't got that authority kind of thing to start demanding.
Well, I demanded a lot from everybody, but at the same time, that's because I wanted to win. I've always wanted to. I hate losing. I hate drawing. I always want to win everything. Like I play chess with my little boy at home. I'm not letting him win. If he beats me, it's because he deserves to beat me.
He's grounded.
Mate, he's not allowed out, mate. Football is cancelled. But like having confidence in yourself, having confidence in the message that you're putting across, you have to make sure that you're not just talking nonsense for the sake of saying something. Players know when a player's full of rubbish or not, you know. So how many times have you been involved in a team and you've had a player come up to you and say, listen, when I've got the ball here, I'm going to put it into you there. And you're in your mind, you're thinking, mate, that doesn't make any sense because it's too difficult for me then. You're just getting yourself out of the nonsense. And, you know, as players, we can see through it.
If you needed to bounce your location to somewhere else in the world for whatever reason, who would you use?
Oh, it's an excellent question.
I think it's an easy one to answer though.
NordVPN for me.
Yeah,
every
that's
time.
the only one I've ever used.
Every time. And you've been using it a lot. I know that.
We all have,
spoke
Chris.
about
we
it
all have.
For whatever reasons.
Never thought I'd go to Norway, but lovely country.
But it's perfect if you're watching sport. You want to watch sports that's being shown in another country. Bounce your location anywhere in the world. You're there. You're watching. Or you're abroad. You want to watch Emmerdale? Get on your app. Bounce your location back to the UK. Hey ho, let's go.
The best one I used it for that time when I were away and I watched the Ryder Cup.
Yeah.
Obviously on my Sky Go. Not available in this location, it says, done it when you want to watch Sky abroad.
I tell you what else you can do, little tip as well. Bounce your location somewhere else when you're booking flights or hotels and stuff. It's cheaper in other countries.
I mean, there might be concerns out there that the security isn't as strong as others, or what would you say to that, Chris?
Let me put them concerns to rest, because NordVPN, renowned for having outstanding security. Nobody's getting in, nobody's hacking, getting your bank details, your passwords. Just rest at ease.
To be honest with you, I didn't even know people could do that, but until until I got involved with the NordVPN.
Is it watertight?
Watertight. Links in the description, and we've got a special offer where by using the code COSH, you get a heavy discount and a 30-day money-back guarantee. Just follow that link in the description. You say though, you're going into that season in League One, full of confidence, in what you've done the previous season, but still, at Leeds United, chance of promotion, but you're still going in with a 15-point deduction.
Yeah, that was fun.
Yeah. So
That was fun. That was fun.
You've got an uphill battle.
Yeah, do you know what, right? What you realise quickly about Leeds United is it's a family, and it's a tight-knit family as well. So, yes, we had the 15-point deduction. Dennis Wise, Gus Poyet were the gaffer and assistant manager. And they rustled a lot of feathers, don't get me wrong. But at the same time, I flipping love both of them, and I respect them both immensely and very, very highly, because they built the team around the attacking players, but also managed to take a lot of the pressure off of us as players by saying whatever it was they said in the media at the time. So everybody that was watching Leeds or following Leeds or saw the message about Leeds United, they would say, Leeds are struggling, but Dennis and Gus. They wouldn't say anything about us, the players. So that gave us a little bit of, we can relax here. Lads, let's just go out and play our game. So we knew we were the best team in the league. And I don't mean to say that sounding egotistical or anything. It was the belief that they installed in us during pre-season trips. It was the belief they installed in us when they were training, apart from when Dennis and Gus decided to join in training with us, where they were clearly the best players ever. Honestly, they were so flipping good. Gus could have carried on playing. He could have joined in with our team and carried on playing and been in a shout for team of the season. Like, it was nuts. It was so good. But what they did, they installed a self-belief. They installed it's us against the world mentality. And I think the biggest thing for us was the first game of the season. We won. So we're not on minus 15 anymore. We're on minus 12. But what that did was it said to the rest of the league, Leeds have had a good start to this season. The following game we won. So we're down to 9 points. Everybody's looking over their shoulders thinking, oh, geez, tell you what, they're on something here. Then we won again. We won again. We won again. We're on 0 points after 5 games. We won again. We're off the bottom of the league. I'm pretty sure we won again. I think we won 7 in a row. And we're starting to make waves. It was unbelievable. We had such a great set of lads, a great bunch of lads who would do anything for each other. And a lot of us are still in contact with each other now. We still speak now. When you're on the pitch, you're football friends. There's a terminology, football friends. But when we were off the pitch, outside of football, outside of the training ground, we were best mates and we'd do everything together. So we'll go out shopping, we'll go out to restaurants, we'll go go-karting, we'll do whatever it is. We'll go out and we'll be together and we'd have a laugh and a joke. So we built a camaraderie outside of football so that when we started playing football, we believed in each other and we'll run through brick walls for each other. And if my friend's in a sticky predicament, I'm going to help him out and I'm going to make it easy for you as you're going to make it easy for me. So that helped to propel us up the league and get us really, 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 really close to where we needed to be.
Outside looking in, it seems harsh because I've got to hear that Dennis Wise was sacked when he was 5th. Is that right?
Yeah.
And when you said he ruffled a few feathers, is it politics
Behind the
above? What went on there?
From minus 15 points.
There's always going to be conflict in every football club, and you can look at any club anywhere around the world. Between the owner, the sporting director of football, manager, coaches, players, there's always going to be some kind of disagreement, discontent, somewhere along the way. And I think with the Dennis one, he ended up moving on to Newcastle, which on a personal level was incredible for him. So I think he was working a few less days or hours and he was getting paid a little bit more. And he didn't have to deal with the almost daily conflict with the powers above, and I'm trying to read between the lines. Yeah, I'm trying to read between the lines. Now, Ken is amazing. Ken Bates is amazing, and I say that on a personal level. I know, again, he's another person that a lot of fans, I would argue, 99%, maybe more, really, really dislike him. And I'm being brutally honest. I'm being brutally honest.
No, not really, Ken.
And I understand why, for obvious reasons. You know, he took the club, he got the club into administration, he bought it back for £1. So a lot of the fans were like, "Mate, this guy's just fleecing the club, he's fleecing the club dry." The reason I say it was amazing for me on a personal level, because I'd been through a few really tricky personal situations, and he knew that, and he helped me out through them. I saw another side of him, and I saw the human side of him rather than the businessman side of him. The businessman side is ruthless. He's ruthless. But that's why he's become the incredible businessman that he has, you know, and you have to take away whatever he's done to Leeds United or Chelsea or whatever it may be. Forget all of that, take all the personal feelings and put them to one side and just look at it from a solely business perspective. Same with Dennis. Unbelievable businessman. But at the same time...
Absolute twat.
But at the same time, I can understand 100% why you say that. And I've seen it. I've seen it firsthand. And there's a part of me that's been like, why on earth has he done that? But then the businessman side, his bottom dollar is ultimately the end goal. I get a phone call from him most Christmases, birthday/Christmas, and like the first thing he says to me is, "Jermaine, hiya mate, you okay?" "Yeah, I'm good, thanks, Ken. How are you?" "I'm all right. Hey, did I ever tell you about the first time I made my first million?" "I was 17 years old." And I'm like, "Ken, I don't care unless I'm in your will, mate." What are you telling me that for? So, you know, when you understand the person, then you understand the business.
By the way, happy birthday.
By the way, yeah, I never get it. I never get the happy birthday or Merry Christmas. It's always, yeah. And in my second million, I was this age. I was like, "Oh, mate." But that's him. That's him in a nutshell. So, yeah, the conflict between those guys, you know, and it was always going to be there because they're both very fiery characters. They're both very passionate characters, and both very driven. So, you know, Dennis ended up leaving, and that was a shame because, again, he was the manager that helped me believe in myself, and he built the team around the forward players, myself being included. So he gave me that opportunity.
Someone asked who your favourite ever strike partner was, and why is it Becky or?
I loved playing up front with Lucci. I love playing with Trez as well. Like, both of them are sort of similar in many ways, but
Who's Trez?
Trez Orcando.
Oh, right.
Please you ask, because I was thinking exactly the same thing.
I'll take the hit for you.
Lucci was unbelievable. Unbelievable. He came over from Barcelona B. He didn't speak any English. His English was terrible. So I used to, I took it upon myself, strike partners, strikers union, like we look after each other. So I said to him, "Right, English is okay or no?" He said, no good. Little. I said, "Okay, don't worry, I'll look after your pal." So ended up taking him to a restaurant. So we're sitting down, and obviously his English is not good at all. So he said, "Bex, I want eat this one, moo." Steak. So in my mind, I'm like, he wants a steak. So so I've gone, all right, no problem. So what you say is, "Please, may I shit?" "Yes?" He says, "Okay. Please, may I shit?" "Shit?" I said, "Yes, shit." So so the waiters come over, and there's a few of us there, and taking his order, taking my order. It's got to Lucci. "Hello, please can I shit here? This shit." And the waiter's gone, "No." No, no. I said, steak. He wants a steak. He wants a steak. I said, Lucha, I'm so sorry. And he looked at me with daggers, mate. He was throwing daggers at me. I was like, oh, shit. And he was quite solid as well. I was thinking, mate, I'm going to get dropped here. And as soon as he managed to order his meal, he disappeared. And he looked at me and said, not good, man, you. Not good, man. So little things. There were lots and lots of little things that were amazing. I remember in pre-season training, we had to do doggies. So we had to start on the byline, the touch line, and then run to the 18-yard box, to the edge of the 6-yard box, to the halfway line, to the 18-yard box, to the opposite 18-yard box, to the halfway line, and finish up on the far byline. I'm not a long distance runner, so for me this is absolutely brutal, right? My aerobic capacity was next to nothing. So Luciano and I decided that we're going to make a pact. Bex, stick with me, I'll stick with you. We won't go too fast, we'll just be side by side. I was like, Luci, that sounds perfect to me, mate, because I've not got anything else in me. So we're running, right? So we do the first doggy back to the 6-yard box, to the halfway line, back to the 18-yard box. And as we're running from the 18-yard box to the opposite 18-yard box, we get about 10 yards away from the center circle, and he just goes, mate, and falls on the floor. He's like literally choking to them. I'm like, mate, Lucio, you okay? He said, bzz, bzz, bzz. I said, what, a fly? He said, fly. And he's on the floor rolling around. Bex, don't stop running. That's all I hear the gaffer shouting from the touchline. Gary Mack shouting from the touchline. I'm like, mate, Lucci, you freaking idiot. I'm trying to keep up with the goalkeepers now. They're flipping 20 feet ahead of me. I was like, oh, mate, he's absolutely sold me a kipper. I was fuming with him. He came in afterwards and he to this day, he's adamant he swallowed a fly. Absolute nonsense, mate. Nonsense, mate.
I don't think that's enough to make you go down, though, is it? Even if you do swallow a fly.
Thank you. My argument. That's my argument.
Go down. We were expecting a rapid response.
Defib and everything.
Yeah.
Loves an animal noise, though.
Yeah. Mate, yeah. Moves. So, like, we got on like an absolute house on fire. Even to this day, like every year we do a tour around the UK, and it's just great. It's great to see him. It's great to listen to his perspective, his side of the stories, all of the stories that we talk about and situations that we both found ourselves in, not just at Leeds, but different football clubs as well.
And he can speak English now, yeah?
Yeah, I taught him well, mate.
Yeah.
I taught him well. Duolingo. Yeah, he's a top lad.
Heavy?
No.
I always
built
looked
like
heavy.
No. He was solid, mate.
Yeah.
He was solid.
Sorry, Luciano, but we're hoping you were going to say yeah then.
No. He was. Do you know what? He was ripped. He was ripped. All of us were. We kind of had no choice. We had no choice. Body fats every couple of days, every week. They weren't fun. Remember the pincers?
Yeah.
Oh, they're brutal. I've got nothing to pinch onto now. Nice and slim Jim, mate. I just carried on.
Not as accurate as I'd have liked for either.
No. There was no accuracy in them.
I think
it's whatever they wanted.
Yeah.
Because I remember sometimes they would pinch just the skin, and then others they would go right in. So there was the accuracy was very loose, to say the least.
I used to hate them, but remember when we got in the pods? The pods were accurate, and I was 17s.
Yeah, 17s?
Right up there.
I was 15 and a half. I was buzzing. I've never been happy in my life. Like
17.
I was fat cunting him off. You fat.
They exposed you.
Oh my God.
You've not mentioned, like you said, we went out for meals, go-karting and all that. You never mentioned Townhouse. Did you ever get in there?
I don't know what you mean. Townhouse was sick.
It
was so much fun.
It must have been a good place to play football, Leeds, if you're a Leeds player doing well.
Yes, it was. Like, you get a lot of attention, and it was amazing. What I found crazy, and I'm coming from a council estate. I'm coming from working at RACs, and I worked in warehouses. I worked in restaurants. I worked in offices. I worked in supermarkets. I've done the rounds. What I found mentally bizarre was that when we got to the doorway of these places, Townhouse, Chili Whites, and so on and so forth, you didn't get ID'd and you didn't have to pay to go in. And then you go and sit at a table which is free, or you go to restaurants and you sit and eat for free. I didn't understand any of that.
Class.
Yeah. Listen, it's not a complaint. but
You get any free restaurants?
No.
you didn't get a Nando's black card?
Surprise.
No.
Did you
Promote a
not?
business.
Oh, mate, that was mental. I took the absolute biscuit out of that.
No. Not
Wow.
free here.
They probably looked at you and said, 17% body fat now. We're not giving him a...
Well, that fat bastard, not me. I'm only 15 and a half.
Oh, mate. So it was great. But I met my missus quite early into my playing days. Not because, so I met her through a mutual friend initially, and we just hit it off. She's flipping. She's amazing. She's so funny, down to earth. Like, she's bonkers like me. So we just got on really well. So whenever I went out to places like that, she'd come with. Safety. So I've seen the other side. I've seen the carnage, like the real carnage. And I'm glad I'm not involved in that. I never want to be, and I've never wanted to be on the front page of any newspaper or any magazine. That's just not my cup of tea.
We might have been done with this one, but did you have an RAC van with a mattress in the back?
No mattresses. No. I don't know what you've been told, mate.
Is that what they call her? Fucking Bonnie, is it Bonnie Blue? Jermaine's Bang Bus. Jermaine's Bang Bus.
No way. Freaking mattress in the back.
Swear to God, we got a
cameras
question.
set up in the top corners and that.
We got a question like that.
No
that one
orange,
to bed.
no bang buses around here, mate. Oh my God. No mattresses. I did turn up to matches in the RAC van when I was playing for RAC. I did do that. But in terms of action,
No
nah.
mattress.
Nah.
I did.
Mate, I've never. Mate, that's thrown me sideways. That's decent, that.
Talking about your wife, I read a quote from your wife saying that she always knew if you'd score in a game, depending on your mood,
My mood,
in the morning.
yeah.
Is there some truth in that?
Yeah.
I'm just wondering if you're a family friend, like ringing, what mood's he in? Right.
Is it worth a fiver?
Worth a fiver? Yeah.
I'm just wondering, like, what mood would make you score? If you're angry or if you're happy? Horny,
So
mate. Like, well, I'm going to be honest with you, right?
On edge.
I had sex a couple of years ago, the morning of a cricket game.
That's the last time you had it,
yeah? It's been twice since. And I got 100. I got
No
100,
way.
and I'd had sex that morning.
So did you like plant the seed? That
Yeah, I've not
Literally.
had 100. I've not had 100 since. But I keep telling her I have.
I forget.
I think I played better when I was angry, like when I was on edge. I used to love getting a little bit physical with the defenders. Back in the day was great. Like nowadays, football is rubbish in comparison because we played by the dark arts. Like dark arts were great, weren't they? Like you can.
I think David Ford at Millwall can elaborate on this.
Oh man, it's his own flipping fault. Matter of fact,
Received a violent conduct charge for elbowing David Ford v Millwall.
Yeah, what charge did he get? Exactly, nothing. He started it.
All right,
I was minding my own business, mate.
you know, in front of the FA now.
Oh man, I was fuming. Like obviously the rivalry between Leeds and Millwall was massive, absolutely massive, brutal. I remember going down to the den and like being on the team coach, and there's one way in, one way out, and they were throwing bricks and rocks and all sorts and smashed windows and punctured tires. I was bricking it. I was so nervous going into that game because in my mind, mate, we're just going to play a game of football. But when you realise how passionate these fans are and what it means to them all, mate, it's nuts. Take the personal element out of it from being a player and going onto the pitch. When you look at what it means to this guy and his family and against this guy and his family, oh my God, it's mental. So straight away, we're playing at Ellen Road. So we've got a corner. And I'm standing, I always stand on the goalkeeper. I try and put him off. I try and clamp his arm underneath my arm. So when he jumps up, he's only got one arm, drops the ball, do a little back heel, cheeky couple goals a season. nice and cushy.
Have a good Sunday.
Exactly. Great Sunday. But I remember, so I'm standing next to Fordy, and like he's a big boy. He's a big, what is he, 6'5"-ish, give or take. And So I'm standing side by side with him. Then he gets in front of me and then just bang, stamps down on my toe, breaks my big toe. And my instant reaction, I didn't think about what I was doing. It was just my reaction was, Kurash. And I've just clocked him in the jaw.
Good noise.
It was decent.
I don't think I could do that myself.
You should have heard me in the car on the way here. Kurash.
That was back at McGann. The best he'll fly.
That's what it sounded like when I was turning the McGann on. Kurash. So I've caught him. I think he's he may have fractured or broken his jaw or something. I can't remember. And so the referee's not seen it. He's seen there's some kind of melee, and he's given me a booking, and he probably should have sent 40 off, but he didn't do anything. The game's carried on, and we finished the game. The result, I cannot remember what the result was. What I do remember is finishing the game and going into the players' lounge, and on Sky Sports News in the players' lounge on the screens, it's me going whack, just catching him and saying that the FA are looking into the incident at Ellen Road between myself and Fordy. I got done. I think I got a naughty fine, and I think I got probably a 3 or 4 game ban, which was fair. It should have been. I shouldn't have reacted the way I did. I didn't even. There was no thought process that went into it. It was just instinct. We've seen each other since. We are cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now
on my part, anyway.
Was that the season you played them in the semi-finals?
Quite possibly. I've put that section of football away and thrown it in the ocean because it was brutal.
I was going to say, I didn't realise how...
It was horrible, man.
The playoff, because there was Doncaster defeat.
Yep.
And
No. There was the Watford defeat. For me on a personal level, Watford defeat. Then 2 years later, Doncaster, we lost 1-0 at the playoff final. And then the following season, lost in the semi-finals over 2 legs to Millwall. And then the following season was finally, we managed to get promoted. So
was it not other clubs?
It was tough, man. It was tough.
Iffy at that time, because that season that you had 34 goals in all competitions that season. There must have been Championship clubs, maybe Premier League clubs interested, or whispers. And
yeah, there's always going to be clubs sniffing around, isn't there? Any player that's doing well in whichever league. So there were a couple during my time at Leeds. I've had offers from Benfica, from Braga, from Celtic, from Newcastle. I've had really good offers from like some amazing football clubs. It might have been my final season at Leeds. Newcastle came in again, and they said, "What's Jermaine's availability like for January?" Because my contract's up at the end of the season. I was chasing a new contract with the club. But for one reason or another, there were literally no talks being held. And it was extremely frustrating. So the conversation was, is he going to be available in the summer, in January, or do we have to wait until the summer? And at the time, I was trying to get a new contract with Leeds, not happening, and I was advised maybe you should put a transfer request in to put a little bit of pressure on the owners to say, right, well, I need to make sure that I know what's happening with my future of at the club. I want to stay. Obviously, you know that because we've put X amount of emails forward, and we want to sign a new contract. I was looking for a long-term contract because Leeds is an unbelievable football club. Great fan base.
Is this still Ken?
Still Ken.
No.
And, that was pretty decent. That was good. You scared me for a second.
Never met the bloke.
Here?
18, my second million.
17 and a half. So, it was partially to put pressure on the owner, but it was also like, I need to know what's happening.
Sure, you're pissed off a little bit.
So I'm pissed,
yeah.
But I love the place. I don't want to leave. I'm settled. I'm comfortable. I'm playing some of the best football in my life. I'm so happy. I don't want to go anywhere. But I also don't want to leave on a free transfer at the end of the season because it's weird. So there was an element of, if I can get something back for the club from me, then that might soften the blow a little bit of me leaving on a free. But ultimately, it wasn't to be. And after... it didn't last long. After a short amount of time, I retracted my transfer request anyway, because I didn't feel comfortable with it.
Where are we at in the season at this point, like timeline-wise, roughly?
Oh, mate, I don't know. Genuinely, I don't know.
It's before January, isn't
I
it?
think it was
Yeah,
just
so
before
it's-
January.
And they still haven't...
No,
yeah, it's
nothing.
like open talks
No,
for...
nothing.
Like,
It didn't even open talks. Didn't even open talks. Like, if he would have offered me 3 years, 4 years on the same money, but bonus incentivized, mate, I would have taken it. I would have taken it. So I wasn't looking to break the bank or take the mick out of the club or anything like that. Far from it. I just wanted to stay. I love the club, man. And I think people now have been able to see that. Me being part of the club in the championship as an ambassador, getting promoted as an ambassador, getting relegated as ambassador. My thoughts and feelings and views on the club have never changed, have never waned. You know, it's just frustrating that it wasn't covered well from my perspective, so that fans could say, do you know what, we kind of understand it. Because from the outside looking in, it looks a bit dickish.
Did you get stick at the time?
Yeah, of course I did. Of course. Oh, we've done all sorts for you and this is how you repay the club, blah, blah, blah. And there's an element of it I absolutely 100% understand. I get it. If you don't know all the facts about it, it looks like a ridiculous thing to say or do. But when you delve deeper into it and then you find out that on my side, we've been trying to get an extension and there's no conversations happening at all in the slightest, then what do you want me to do? It's just annoying, mate.
Did you do it again?
Do what again?
But like,
The
no
transfer
time's
request.
passed. Yeah, would you
No.
do it different?
No. Based on what I know now?
Yeah.
No. Because the main reason I did it was to put pressure on the guys upstairs. Did it work? No. So would I do it again knowing what I know now? Absolutely not. Because all that does is it creates a small fracture between myself and the fan base. And the fan base are the ones that appreciated and respected and gave me the backing that I needed and the support that I needed to go from where I was when I started, where I made my debut against Crystal Palace up until the final game of the season against Bristol Rovers. You know, without those fans getting right behind me and giving me that appreciation and the time, I would never have been able to be the player that I was there. So I wouldn't have handed it in again.
Was that your last game for Leeds?
The Bristol Rovers game.
You scored the goal to get Leeds up. That was the last game.
Yeah. Winner as captain. Yeah. Outrageous. At home as well. 1-0 down to 10 men.
No contract.
No contract.
You must have phoned the bouncer. We're going to town out tonight.
Yeah. But that's another part of the confusion and frustration on my part is, right, well, I'm going to withdraw my transfer request. Forget all of that. Jermaine, forget all of that's happened. Let's just go and do what we need to do. Play the football that we know. Play the football that we love in front of the people that you really appreciate. And let's go and get promoted. Right. So it got to the final game of the season, Bristol Rovers, and I'm the captain and I'm buzzing. It's the first time in my career that I've been captain of this mental football club. It's absolutely incredible. And there was a part of me that was thinking, right, well, I'm on 29 goals. So I've managed 20 in my first season playing, 34 last season, 29 this season. Surely you don't want to let all of those goals go out the window. Surely, on a free. I think he's just playing hardball. Maybe he just wants me to drop my wage demands, even though it's the same as what I'm on now. So when we ended up doing the miraculous comeback down to 10 men, etc., and I scored the winner as captain, changed positions, still, the team's firing on all cylinders, doing really, really well. There was a part of me that thought, as soon as the full-time whistle went and we've gone into the changing rooms, I thought I was going to get the hook upstairs, contract paper in front of me. Right. You know me, Bex. I play hardball. Here's a contract. Sign it. Sign it and let's just get on with it. Let's go home. That's what I genuinely thought was going to happen. No. Disappointing, frustrating, and I was genuinely, I was sad, man. I was really, really sad because that was an end of an era.
Why you do that?
Yeah.
Plenty of people asked about, was that when Gradle got sent off?
Yeah.
Was it?
Yeah.
And loads of people mentioned how hard was it to get him off the pitch? What
Mate,
was
he's
the
like a
crack
little
there?
ninja turtle. I was flipping trying to pick him up. He's like a rock. I was like, huh? You're tiny. Pick him up
'cause he
like a
lost his
small
head?
child eventually. Yeah, he lost the plot, mate. His head fell off. But he's one of those players, he's emotional. He wears his heart on his sleeve. But that's why he's gone on to become, I think at one point he was African Player of the Year, played for the Ivory Coast as captain. He's gone out to France. He's been genuinely incredible football player. But you could always see he had that.
Did you have to frog march him off?
I picked him up like a small child. Come here, sweetheart. Yeah, I did. Do you know what? It was frustrating because I was trying. It was the first time in my career that I was like, "Be sensible now, Jermaine. Don't scream and shout at him. Don't grab him or anything. Talk to him on a personal level." I was like, "Max, you've just been sent off. Never has a red card been overturned in a game. All you're going to do is turn your 3-game ban next season, the beginning of next season, into a 4, 5, 6 games. You don't want that. You don't want that. We need you here." He didn't listen, so I was just like, "Oh, balls to this." Just grabbed him and just picked him up.
Waste of time, that
It's
talking,
a waste of
innit?
time, isn't it? Yeah. I talked to him in the change room. So, yeah.
Along with the bang bus question, another one was about what shirt am I wearing, bruv?
Are you being serious?
Yeah, genuinely.
No, that's the phrase.
Oh, right. Right, I didn't get that last bit. Where was that in the timeline of the season, and what were you
So
thinking?
that wasn't that season. That was the Dennis Wise.
Oh, right.
So Wisey was the gaffer. So again, I'm playing well, scoring goals. That was the season I finished on 20. So where are we? I think we're coming up to January, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, we're coming up to January, and Newcastle showed an interest. The first of 2 or 3 times they showed an interest. And I had a conversation with Dennis Wise beforehand, and he said, "Look, you're my guy. You're my striker. You and Trez up front, Trez or Candle up front. The beginning of the season, you lot have been doing so well for me. There's a contract offer on the table. We need to get through this next week or so. You're going to be asked about the interest from Newcastle, from whatever other clubs are out there. Just tell them where to go." So obviously we're playing. I don't remember who we played against. I scored. I had a really good game. So I'm being interviewed, MOM, after the game, going through the usual questions. Congratulations on scoring a goal and being the man of the match, blah, blah, blah. How does it feel? I'm like, yeah, it's great, this, that, and the other. And he said, finally, all of the interest that's been surrounding you at the moment, there's lots of football clubs out there that are interested in you. What have you got to say about that? I went, what shirt am I wearing, bruv? Are you being serious? Mate, when I tell you, we ended up getting them printed straight away. Flipping 25% of all shirt sales. Buzzing, mate. It was great. It was literally just off the cuff. It was something that was off the cuff. It wasn't pre-planned. It wasn't none of that stuff. It was, I've always been one of those guys, every now and then I just say something random just to get a reaction from the interviewers. And I just happened to be on Sky Sports and that question came out, and that's what my brain decided to throw out into the ether. And yeah, here we are, man.
It's a bruv, innit?
It reminded us of Anana. Remember,
Andre.
it's not even my first name, bruv.
It's not, but it was the way his accent changed. He was like, mate, he's where is he from? He's French or Belgian? Or,
He's
where's he from?
Belgian.
He's Belgian,
Yeah.
yeah. And it was for the national team, right? Mm-hmm. And all of a sudden, that's not even my real, Andre's not even my real name, bruv. I said,
Sure
no, mate, you just, you flipping nailed it, mate. Absolutely smashed it. That was golden.
Quick break, gentlemen, to talk about, in my eyes, the greatest sportswear company in the world.
You've
On the
laid
planet.
you've laid it on thick, but I'm with you.
Yeah.
Phenomenal.
Our family. The O'Neills/Cosh family.
And not
That's a
just
bit much.
because they sponsor the series, they support the podcast, but we've got our own shirts and the quality is second to none. Especially if you've got your own team, you can design your own kit, can't you?
Yeah.
Get on there, design your own kit.
Any sizes from small to 7XL.
How long can they have them with you, John?
4 to 6 weeks from start to finish to delivery.
Is there a minimum order or?
I'd say I've got to order 7, but apart from that, they'll make you $1 million if you want one.
There's nothing better than that knock at the door, the box arriving. You know how good it's going to be going to training next week to show everybody that first match.
Kids will be buzzing from it,
Yeah.
won't they?
They're good for casual occasions. And
Yeah.
one of the lads bought one in the gym and he said he wore it in Benidorm and he said he's never received so many compliments on how he looks.
Woos.
That's what we need then, don't we? We need an Under the Cosh vest for Benidorm.
Yeah.
That's what, like a sports vest.
Can you make that happen,
Like a
Chris?
kit, but it's a vest.
Make that
String.
call. Yeah.
By the way, we could get 50 of them for my stag do. To be fair, some of the lads might be bigger than 7. 7XL, bless them. I'm out to by then.
No, but the link's in the description. Or just go over to the O'Neills Sportswear website, sort your own team out, or just go and check out the Under the Cosh shirts or all the other sports apparel.
The golf gears class.
Good kit.
Yeah.
If you could score one goal again, either Bristol Rovers at home or Old Trafford,
Old Trafford.
I'm surprised at that for some reason.
Just out of those two,
Yeah,
Old Trafford.
just the feeling.
Because of the history between the two clubs. You look at the disparity between the two clubs, where they were at the time that the teams played against each other. So one had just won the Premier League, was in the Champions League, going for Premier League titles, Champions League trophies as well, and the other one was in League One. So for us to be able to get one over on them in their own house as well, mate. We had 9,500 fans there, mate, every single day. Every day. I loved it. Loved it. Oh,
That does surprise me as well. Because obviously it's a fantastic you bet Man United away and all the players, but it's done after a week, innit? You know,
is it though? Is it though? Because
in the grand scheme of things, you've got a game next week.
Because when was the last time we beat them? Like between then and now, or the 10 years prior, not 10, but 5 years prior, or whatever it may be.
But the goal at Bristol has been a culmination of 10 months hard graft
of course.
from everybody at the club and whatever. That goal has got you promotion. That got you to the next round of the FA Cup sound, but
Yeah, we got Spurs and drew 2-2 at their place. Scored both of those as well. Thanks for asking.
That wasn't on the list, actually.
Well, while we're on it, Old Trafford goal, Merseyside derby.
See, this is a stupid question.
I'm not finished.
And I already know it's a stupid question.
I'm with Jermaine so far.
Hattrick at Wembley.
It's impossible. It's literally an impossible question to answer for many reasons. So, obviously, I'm a Leeds fan. I'm a massive Leeds fan, and I love everything about the club. So, that goal is, for me, as a Leeds fan, mate, come on. Against them lot, at their place as well, to beat them. Freaking love it. And my old man, he used to be a Man U fan as well, so have a little, a little bit of that as well. Merseyside derby, mate. It was my first derby as well. At Anfield, walking out of the tunnel, and then you see red all over the place, and then you see a lovely section of blue, and mate, it's I don't even know how to explain it. And then the hat-trick at Wembley as well. And you look at how many people have scored a hat-trick at Wembley.
Exactly. If it's a personal accolade,
I think
don't get much.
I know
More special.
I know. And that season, I think I scored a hat-trick in 3 separate competitions in the same season. Or that might have been my last playing for Leeds, I'm not sure. But again, that's another stat that I don't think many people have been able to do. So long-winded answer to your question is, I think that's a shit question. Next question.
Shit answer.
just on timeline.
Yeah.
So the Man U game, was that in the last year of your Leeds contract?
Yep.
And you scored 2 against
In the
Tottenham.
January 3rd. Yep.
Also a Premier League team.
Yep.
Them 2 games probably got you your move to the Premier.
Not the 85 goals before that, but yeah,
No,
probably.
but do you know what
No,
I mean?
I know what you mean.
Like that.
So clubs would look at that and say, do you know what? We were curious whether or not he could do it at this level.
Yeah.
Now we're seeing him playing against Manchester United, scoring against them, playing against Tottenham Hotspur at their ground, scoring against them, not being overwhelmed by the magnitude of either occasion, being able to play up against Premier League quality, international quality players. Mate, I played on the same pitch as Luka Modric, Gareth Bale, Jermaine Defoe. Like, I've worked with Rio, I've worked with Gary Neville, I know there's a massive rivalry between Leeds and Man United, but like from a fan's perspective, general football fans perspective, mate, I'm still like, this is crazy. You know, Glenn Hoddle, I worked with him. I still can't fathom how fortunate I've been to have been able to play on the same pitch as these guys that, one, I used to look up to, two, I have learnt from, watched their clips on YouTube or Match of the Day or wherever it may be, and tried to implement certain elements of their game. Like, I played on the same team as Louis Saha, Tim Cahill, like Mikel Arteta. Like, it's bonkers, man.
The affection that you're talking about, your experiences now, and the excitement, like, obviously you didn't want to leave Leeds, but there's that massive excitement that you're going to be playing against them players every week, moving to the Premier League still. There's that pull.
I'm a bit offended he's not mentioned like the fact that I managed to
The
come on
big
this
JP
podcast
as well. Yeah, with you boys as well. Come on. No. I'm talking about footballing rather than podcasting. Obviously, you guys are number one. I love you guys, man. Great shows, always.
Get that clip out, Matty. Just that 3 second. Perfect.
Just as we're doing the fire alarm thing.
What was that? Say that again. Sorry, what was that question?
Like, you're now getting the opportunity to go and play against them players every week. You know, you talked about it in cup games, players that you were sharing the pitch with.
Week in, week out.
You want to stay at Leeds, but now you've got to be excited about that opportunity to go and do it week in, week out.
Yeah, listen, absolutely. I mentioned before, like, I used to watch Match of the Day, sit down with my dad, my brother Marcel, and we used to watch Match of the Day. Sometimes we weren't allowed to stay up on a Saturday evening. We'd have to watch it on a Sunday morning, but we'd watch it and we'd talk about the games and we'd talk about players and we'd talk about the scenarios the players found themselves in, and how could they have been better, or how was he able to score that goal? How was he able to get into that position? And for me to be able to now be one of the people that is on this show, on Match of the Day, and people are talking about my game and analysing my game and possibly taking something from the way that I play and incorporating it into their games. And when I say there, I mean like the younger generation, the 10, 12, 15-year-olds, 20-year-olds, whatever it may be. That's mental. It was a bucket list. It was bucket list moments. I've been able to tick all of these things off of my bucket list. Now I'm playing Premier League football week in, week out against some of the best players around the world. I remember playing against Man City, and we pulled up to the Etihad, and we've gone under the stadium in the team bus, and we're getting off the team bus, and I just see this blue and white jester's hat with the bells on it. It's like the three thingies with the bells on the end, and it's Balotelli. And for the last year or two, I've been watching this guy doing mad stuff on television. He's in the news for setting off fireworks in the bathrooms and like doing all sorts of crazy stuff. And now I'm watching this guy and I'm playing against this guy. And Sergio Aguero, like one of the guys that I used to look up to and analyze his game and see how I can get better by following certain things that he does, certain movements. And like, that's just one of many, many examples of my perspective on being able to play in the Premier League. It was amazing. I just love to play football. I've always just wanted to play football. I've always wanted more football, more time. I want to play every single minute of every single game. And as much as I loved playing for Everton, and I loved it, I just wanted more. And I was told I wasn't going to play as many. So that in itself was a little bit of a kick in the teeth, because I felt like I did pretty well there. I scored
top scorer, joint top scorer.
Joint top goal scorer. I mean, I would have loved to have played more minutes, because I don't feel like I was left out or left behind in terms of the quality, in terms of the ability of the players there. I felt like I had enough to be able to do a bit more and score a few more goals and play a few more games, which is what I was hoping for.
And who were you up against here striker-wise when you were at Everton?
Mate, our forward line was nuts. It was myself, Louis Saha, Yakubu, Victor Anachabi, Tim Cahill, and then behind us you had Mikel Arteta, Jack Rodwell, Ross Barkley, Fellaini, Ozzy. We had a pretty solid squad, mate.
Yeah.
Solid squad.
Was there a bit of it, before when I said when you went to Scunthorpe, they played to your strengths, when you went to Everton, was there a bit of working on stuff that you weren't good at? You had to improve on holding the ball up rather than...
It's a completely different game. Completely different game. So slow build up, hold up play is vital. Back to goal, not my strong point. Desperately needed to work on it. Not my strong point at all, in the slightest. But at the same time, I loved playing for the club. I loved it. And as disappointing as it was that I wasn't able to stay there for longer, which I would have really, really enjoyed, I learned a lot. And I still speak to a few of the boys from that time as well, that generation, that era. So, it's just perspective and it's outlook.
So what happened? Did you have conversations with David Moyes? Because 10 Premier League goals that season. What happened?
Fuck you, son.
I prefer you can
I went on a free. I went on a free, and a year later they're being offered 3.5 million plus add-ons. So from that perspective, they're looking at quick turnaround, money in the bank. We've got, like I mentioned, the names we've got as strikers at the time as well. So there was adequate cover for one of us leaving. And Everton have not really, in terms of the financials, Everton haven't been one of the massive spenders or gainers in terms of the finances. So, there's that famous Tesco saying every little helps, and a very similar situation there. That's just my perspective.
By the way, going back to what you said about signing you from League One, it's been an incredible bit of business for them, hasn't it? Signing you on a free, getting goals out of you, and then making profit.
X amount, yeah.
You know what you were saying before about how proud you are coming on the podcast and stuff? I think we pride ourselves on not hanging players out to dry. That's why they come on here.
Yeah.
But somebody did say who's got the best away following, Everton or Leeds?
See, again, one of the things that I found... Yeah, I know. Throw me a live grenade there. Yeah, nice one. So do you know what?
Right, up in the teeth.
He knows it as well. That's why he's trying. Absolute.
You're a cunt, aren't you?
Who's got the best fans?
The prick's quick.
Absolute ruthlessness going on. Look, one of the things that I've been extremely fortunate about, and I've not been shy in saying, is there's so many similarities between the two clubs, which made it really easy for me to feel settled in both clubs. And that's the fan base, family feeling, the close-knit community. It just made it super easy for me to feel like I've been there for ages. And I remember having a conversation, it must have been after maybe a month or two of me being at the club. And I was having a chat with Mikel Arteta, and we were sitting down, putting our boots on, getting ready to go out to training. And again, I've been there a month or two. And he said to me, "My friend, I feel like I've known you for years." And I said, "I feel like I've known you for years." And he said, No. That's not because of me, because you're so open. There's nothing that's off limits. Like, you talk about how you're feeling in the moment. You talk about what makes you feel good, what makes you feel bad, and blah, blah, blah. But I said, that doesn't necessarily only come from me. That comes from this. That comes from where we are. It comes from the community that's been created at the club. It comes from the physios and fitness coaches. It comes from the young players coming through and the older senior players. It comes from the managers. It comes from the directors. It comes from everybody. And it's very similar between Leeds and Everton. The history of the clubs, the size of the clubs, the the community, the fan bases, the stadiums. Obviously, Everton have moved to the HD stadium now. But when we're talking about Goodison, there's lots of similarities, and I just felt so comfortable at both. It's an impossible question to answer.
You should be a politician, you, Jermaine.
I know, unbelible at sitting on the fence.
Textbook.
Yeah. Take that one back.
Have a listen to this, Kia.
Shit question, you need to finish it off.
That was a fantastic question.
Shit times.
Oh, mate.
So were you happy to move to Leicester then?
I was happy to move to Leicester, but I was disappointed to be leaving Everton, if that makes sense. So obviously I'd been through the situation that I'd been through at Everton, but then when Leicester came in and said, look, like money aside, this is the project, this is where we are, this is where we're going. And rest his soul, Sven-Goran Eriksson was the gaffer at the time as well. Legend, absolute legend, lovely, lovely man. And the opportunity to work with him and learn from him and learn from his coaching staff and see some of the players that are there as well and hear the project, where they want to take the club, what's the direction they want to take the club in, sorry. I was invested.
This is a genuine question, but where was your motivation levels when you got to Leicester? Because compared to when you first started out,
when I got to Leicester, oh mate, football. I just love football.
What I mean is you've played in the Premier League, you've scored your goals, and then
I want to get back.
Was that it?
Oh, yeah, of course.
You still got the drive
because I've been there, and I know that I can score goals there. I want to get back there. Absolutely, I want to play against the best of the best. I do. And if we're able to have a mad European run as well, or a long FA Cup run, or something like that, mate, why would I not want that? And you know, we've got a manager who knows football. I don't know how else to word it. You know, but why would I not? That was my motivation. Desperate for it. I finished off second top goal scorer behind Dave Nugent. So I think Nuge got 16 and I got 15, or he got 17 and I got 16, something like that. So we're doing all right. We're doing well. It took me a little while to kind of, I started picking up a couple of niggling injuries. So it kind of slowed my progress a little bit. Hamstring here, lower back there, calf here.
First time in your career that you'd really suffered from?
No. Hamstrings.
Constant injuries.
Hamstrings always.
Yeah.
It's what happens when you have sports cars and you're quick. It is
Get
stupid.
an insignia. That'll sort you.
Great seated position.
Yeah. Comfy as fuck.
Yeah. Like I started picking up injuries because I was looking after myself, but the way that I knew. I wasn't looking after myself the way that you should. And there's a huge discrepancy between the two. So the way that I knew was not going out, not getting smashed every day, every couple of days, and not eating Mackie D's or Pizza Hut or fast food. But that didn't mean that all of the food that I was putting in my body was good food. I started putting in a little bit of research, started understanding, he's not getting injured. I wonder what he's doing differently to what I'm doing. So I started getting better. And it wasn't until pretty much the back end of my career where those little niggling injuries disappeared. And I was feeling great. And I was one of the senior players that was playing most games and recovering quicker than anybody else, rather than, you know, being one of the younger players and taking my body for granted.
You remember the hydration tests, the piss, when you used to have to piss in the little bottle?
And the colour test.
This just goes to show footballers will take any shortcut. The lads would fill it up half with piss and then top it up with water.
Yeah, rather than putting the water in their bodies. Yeah.
Just as long as you get a tick that you're not...
Is that what you do?
You're not dehydrated. Why does that not surprise me?
Every time I'll scoop it out of the toilet. You know, like after it's been plugged. There we go. I'll just put a little bit in top end. You know, just a bit of discoloration.
It's for your benefit, but as long as you get a tick in the hydrated box, it's sound. Your piss is like sugar puffs.
my God.
It's a
The risk
smell.
of injury
you know,
through the
you know
roof.
when you smell
It's
it,
a
you think,
telltale.
I'm in fucking bother here. It's a drop.
Bright orange.
Get some heavy on an ear.
Looks like electrolytes, doesn't it? Yuck.
Orange Lucozade. I just picked Orange Lucozade.
Oh, that's
embarrassing, though, isn't it?
disgusting.
Stinks of sugar.
Yeah, but again, it's just little things like that. If we just put the water in our bodies instead of pouring it in the cup, we don't need to think about it or worry about it. It's the same thing.
What are you cheating? Drinking water.
Yeah. Oh, I can't see myself doing that. What do you mean?
Just so you get the tick. Yeah,
If you get the tech and he's sound.
he can train. He's hydrated. He can train.
Yeah, it's mad. It's mad. It is funny.
But the thing is with that though, I think you might be doing yourself a bit of a disservice with that because everybody's learnt more.
As time's gone on. Yeah, of
sorry.
course. The message we were given back in the day wasn't the same message that we're given now. And it definitely wasn't received in the same way. You know,
Yeah, you need to drink some more water.
But like you wouldn't even get a fine for it. You'd get given a bottle. If you think you came up dehydrated, you get given a bottle of water and so you're under the thing
Drink
you
that.
need to drink it.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
if you get the tick, you give it a quick squirt. He's
all
ready.
right.
So
Well, it used to be like basically a telltale sign if you've been out on it.
yes.
You know, like you went out Wednesday night, you went in Thursday morning, and it's sugar puffy.
Sugar puffing. I like that terminology. That's good.
Frothy on top.
That's when you need to dip it in the pot.
Mate.
You put a little bit on top. Obviously, you've gone from all the levels.
Mm-hmm.
What's been your favourite dressing room? I don't mean which specific club. What level were your favourite dressing room? I can imagine the Everton dressing room is a different dressing room to the Scunthorpe dressing room. And
Oh man, that question's based around characters, isn't it? Really, I think I've been quite fortunate. I think lots of the clubs I've been at have had characters, and if they haven't had characters, I've been the character. I mean, like when
who's
you're
your
the
character
higher
in
up
that
you
Everton dressing room, yeah, you know you. Yeah, oh fuck hell,
Like, we had-
watch your back.
It's Philip in it.
Philip Neville, fucking hellfire. They're more interesting turds, I can imagine.
he's a cool guy. You know, he's quite funny.
I can imagine.
He's funny in a dry sense. He was funny in a dry sense. One of the things that he's a great leader. Great leader. Again, I mentioned in terms of nutrition and looking after myself, he was one of those people that said, how do you recover? What are you putting in your body to recover? I said to him, you know, I'm eating this, that, and the other. And he said, what? No, recover properly. This is what you need to do. You need to be eating this, this, and this at this time, and don't eat X amount of hours before you go to bed because it gives your body the perfect amount of time to digest all the food so you're able to get a perfect night's sleep. And in terms of sleep, you need to make sure you're sleeping for 8, 9, 10 hours minimum. But every hour before midnight, you go to sleep, technically counts as 1.5 to 2 hours extra rest on your body. So, you know, when you've got people like that feeding you that sort of information, it's amazing. That's amazing. Then you look at other people like Tim Cahill was in there talking to Phil about business. So I'm listening to those conversations and I'm learning without learning. So I'm eavesdropping and I'm listening to certain situations and scenarios and opportunities that are arising and I'm learning from them. But then you've got the other side where you've got Fellaini and you've got Seamus Coleman and you've got myself and you've got, I don't know, James Vaughan, and you've got all these other people that like to have a laugh and a joke and a giggle and pull pranks. And so that changing room for me had a little bit of everything. But then the lower down the leagues you go, you tend to find that nothing's off limits in terms of the level of prank that you'll start to see. So you see turds in socks, in shoes, and you see...
I can't imagine Mikel Arteta to be a take on board a shit in his wash bag.
No. You've got to pick and choose the right people. I didn't do any of that stuff. Just I'm putting it out there. I didn't do any of that stuff. I'm not that guy.
You're like chucking a bit of chewing gum in Fellaini's hair.
No,
He's furious, isn't he?
no, mate.
Furious.
You're going to sleep, mate. You'll end up like Paddy Kenny, mate.
God bless you, by the way, Paddy. God bless you. Hope you're well, Pad.
Sorry, Pad. But he's a mad kid. He's a mad guy, but a lovely, lovely guy nonetheless. But then you go from that to I was playing for, I can't say which club. I'm not going to say because it would give it away. So I was playing for a club during my playing career. That's as far as I'm going to get in terms of who you're going to. And there was a major disagreement, an argument, fisticuffs in the training ground on the pitch. And one of the boys left with a cut lip and the other one had a bruise on his cheek, etc. So we thought, do you know what? They've had a little straightener. They're good. It's done and dusted. Thought nothing of it. Come back. Everybody's gone home, done whatever they're doing. Came back the next day and one of the lads starts going like this, holding his stomach. Says, Gaffer, I'm going to have to go in. I'm not feeling great. So the gaffer's gone, in your pop. So he goes inside 10, 15 minutes and then comes back out and he goes, Gaffer, I'm good to go. Come on, join back in, get involved in the session. So we've got about 15, 20 minutes of the session left remaining. So we're finishing up training and then all of a sudden one of the security guards comes sprinting over and says, who owns this car? And obviously one of the two lads that's been in a little bit of a scrap, he said, it's me. And he goes, you got to come over quickly. So he bombed it over and he's got like 50,000, so it seems, insects flying around inside his car. Inside his car. And he's like, what the friggin' heck is this? And I've just looked at the other lad who he had a scrap with and he went like that. I was like, oh,
for the audio, that were a nod of appreciation.
Remind me never to get on your bad side, mate. It genuinely, he had to get rid of the car. He couldn't get rid of them all. He put bug killer and all sorts in his car. It ended up stinking. It got into the material and the carpet under the car. And I don't know, it went through the vents, the air vents, and it was, mate, absolute carnage.
In the space of 24 hours, where do you source 50,000 bugs?
I don't know. That may be it may be a slight exaggeration on the 50k, but they were,
Where would you get 10 from?
It just seemed like a lot, man. I was thinking, mate, what the hell? Who even thinks like that? Like if that's me and you, I'm like, I'm just gonna pour water in his wet bag, in his wash bag, and I'm thinking, yeah, I've done him there. No.
Was there a round two?
There was a little bit of a Barney, but no scrapping. No scrap. Because I think they both realised the other one's as nuts as they are. So it would have been one of those ones, look, if it's scrapping on site, they're going to be scrapping every single time and neither one of them will back down. It's not worth it. It's like Family Guy with Peter Griffin and the chicken. Like, it's on site and it's non-stop.
I was trying to put myself in the situation of talking to Phil Neville like Monday morning. Oh, what did you do Saturday night? Oh, to be fair, I stopped in, Phil. What did you have to eat? Well, I had crispy duck, spare ribs, fillet steak and Cantonese sauce, egg fried rice. And he's like, why? Well, I got my protein, I've got my carbs, I stayed in and I never had a drink. I'm thinking, Phil's going to be patting me on the back.
Look at that test tube, Phil, it's fucking clear. I'm doing it right, son. Looks like soy sauce.
A bit heavy on.
It's like soy sauce. It's thick. You can touch it and it's stringy.
More ice in, it's thick. But genuinely, an uneducated, I'd have thought, well, I've stayed in, I've had a Chinese, I've had a good
You're behaving, you're looking after yourself, yeah. But that's what I was talking about earlier. So you're looking after yourself the best way you know how. Whereas that's the best for you. But when you start talking to other people, Phil, for example, you start realizing, flipping heck, maybe I'm
not doing it right.
Yeah, I'm nowhere near it. I'm miles off it.
We did have a lot of Huddersfield fans saying you did well for them. Did you keep them up when you went on loan?
I helped to keep them up. I enjoyed that time, but it was frustrating as well because we had a really good side. Danny Ward, James Vaughan, Neil Downs. We had a really good side there, but Vaughan ended up popping his hamstring in one of the early games of me signing, and it was meant to be the two of us up front together, which it's a lethal forward line. It's absolutely amazing. But then he tore his hamstring, so he was out for like 7, 8, 9 weeks, give or take. And in the following game, I tore my hamstring, and I was out for 6, 7 weeks. When we did come back, we did manage to do pretty well for the club. We managed to avoid relegation on the last day of the season, actually. And it was one of those mental games, I remember. Both sides needed a draw.
Barnsley?
Yes.
Yeah,
Do you remember it?
Yeah,
remember
I
it.
fucking do, yeah.
And the game, literally, the last 15 minutes or so, just played out with Barnsley's keeper having the ball to the right back, centre half, left back, keeper. Left back, centre half, right back, keeper.
Yeah.
And every now and then I'll go, "Way!" pretend to go close them down. And all of the crowd were like, "No!" on both sides. And I was like, mate, this is freaking golden. But no, I really enjoyed myself there. Really enjoyed myself there. Some great people there. Again, people like the Kitman Brookie, who's still there now, incidentally.
What a guy.
What a guy, huh?
Mm.
Lots of people that are the heart and soul of that club. And I really enjoyed it. I enjoyed my time there.
Was it right? He signed you 3 times, Grayson,
Yeah.
because he got.
I tried to make it 4, but
What, the Hartlepool recently?
when he went out to India, and then it didn't quite work. So yeah, well, no, not signed me. I've played for him.
Right,
I played for him, Huddersfield, Leeds, obviously, and Preston. Absolutely loved the guy. Absolutely loved the guy. He gave me the opportunity to express myself on the pitch without having to worry about any real repercussions when things don't necessarily go right. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah, definitely.
so that's why I got on so well with him. And obviously, from his perspective, if he's signing a striker that knows how to score goals, I mean, his job is to win games. And you win games by scoring goals. And if he knows me as a person, he knows me as a player, that's going to make the transition from me to go from playing for this club under this management style, which is slightly different, to go into working with him, which I already know how he operates and what he wants from me. So that was pretty straightforward. So I've always been able to score goals working in teams for Simon Grayson.
I think it's a natural pull, isn't it, to want to sign for a manager that you've done well for.
Yeah. Like I said, it just makes it easier. It makes it easier because there's no hidden agendas. So they're not pulling you in and saying, right, on the phone, right, this is how I want you to play. We're going to play 2 up top and it's going to be you and this guy and this is how he plays and we'll get crosses into you, we'll get the ball into you. And then you sign the paperwork and then the first training session is, right, it's 1 up top, it's you, Bex, and the way we play, we pin them and then we bring everybody else. Like, it's 2 completely different styles of play and management. And Simon Grayson's style of management suited me down to the ground.
Another example of that was Billy Sharp at Doncaster.
Exactly.
Billy Sharp at Doncaster under Sean O'Driscoll. He was the main man, just stay in the box, Bill, stay out the way.
Yeah.
If the ball drops, you're going to score.
He was a menace as well, wasn't he?
Dean Saunders comes in and he wanted him closing down full back. It got to the point where he was like, I may as well come and sit on the bench. I'm like
Couldn't
killing
agree
the team.
more. Yeah. Couldn't agree more.
And you won't find that kind of stuff in coaching manuals or these courses that you go to.
You have to know the player, know the person, know the player.
Yeah.
You know that promotion push with Preston?
Which one? I've had a few.
Because I imagine you lost the last game of the season to drop out.
Oh, mate. So do you know what, right? Obviously, we were flying, scoring lots of goals. We were keeping clean sheets. I think we were the 2nd or 3rd best team in the league at the time, right? It got to the final game of the season and we just needed a win or a point. I think we needed a point and to go up, to get promoted. We had a holiday booked to Vegas straight after the game because we were so confident, confident in getting promoted.
How can I say it, but it might serve you right.
Mate, we didn't turn up. we didn't turn up.
What, for the flight or the game?
For the game, we were ready for the flight. Absolutely devastating, genuinely devastating. But the thing that frustrates me the most is we let the fans down. And that was the worst part because Preston's record in the playoffs was diabolical. 9 playoff finals, 9 losses. Like it was diabolical. And every fan made that abundantly clear to us in the lead up.
Do
not go via the
playoffs.
Do not go to the playoffs. If you go to the playoffs, it's game over. We're not going to win. You might as well give up the season. We just didn't turn up. And it's so, oh man, it genuinely pains me. It flipping pains me because I know we're much better than, oh God, it's really frustrating me. I can't remember who it was. We're much better than whoever it was we were playing at the time as well.
But to turn it around and go on and win the playoffs, because that's a point where you could capitulate, isn't it? We're losing at that stage.
Which happens a lot.
Yeah. So we had Chesterfield in the semi-final first and second leg. So away the first leg, we beat them 1-0, I scored. Home the second leg, we beat them 3-0, I scored 2. 1 from the halfway line, thanks for asking. And then we... and then we went to, ended up going to the playoffs, to Wembley, man. And I just remember we had, from Preston down to Wembley, on the coach, the front of the coach, on every screen on the coach, because there's, 8 screens, give or take, on the team coaches. So you can watch whatever matches are on, or you can watch Sky Sports News, which is usually on. But on the way down, we had the best clips of everybody. So not just the goal scorers, but of the goalkeepers making unbelievable fingertip saves, defenders making last gasp, tackles, blocks off the line, 50-50 challenges with some really, really good quality forwards. So we got off the team bus and everybody was on, like, chests were out, shoulders were back. We had an unbelievable amount of belief in ourselves. So we walked in to Wembley Stadium and we're playing against Swindon, and Swindon were the best footballing side in the league. They bopped the ball around like nobody's business. So there was an element initially of, this is going to be a tough game. And it was a tough game, don't get me wrong. But we thought we're going to have to be here for a smash and grab. We're just going to have to beat them up a little bit, like make the game uncomfortable for them, keep breaking up the play. And then it got to the first 10 minutes, give or take, and the ball came up to me. I pinned their captain, managed to score a goal, looked at him, he's on the floor, he's popped his hamstring. So there was a part of me that was thinking, yes, maybe this is our day. And then we managed to go again. I picked the ball up on the edge of the 18-yard box, chopped the defender, whipped it, bottom corner, 2-0. Paul Huntington managed to score our third in the first half. So we're 3-0 up at the end of the first half against a team that we thought initially, mate, we might get bopped here.
It's on a big pitch and all, like.
Wembley's massive. And I realised that after I made like 3 or 4 unbelievable runs and didn't get the ball. I was looking and I was like, lads, I'll be honest with you, I've got probably 2 more and then, then I'm done. I'm not doing it anymore. But then, like, we kicked off the second half and a little bit of pinball in the middle of the pitch. Joe Garner's on the floor wrestling with somebody, whips the ball around while he's on the floor. I just sprint through one-on-one with the goalkeeper. The keeper came out, closed the space down a little bit better, left foot into the bottom corner for the hat-trick at Wembley, peeling off into the corner and looking at the cameraman's face. He's got one of those big flipping, I don't know, the camera's like this big, absolutely humongous. It looked like a transformer. He's running with this thing on his shoulder and he's like, yes! He's a massive Preston fan. He goes, yes, Jermaine! Freaking amazing, man. But it's moments that will live with me forever. Man of the match. I got the match ball as well. Got it signed by all the boys. And slightly going off topic on that one. I was out. I was working. I was covering a game, and then I came home. And as I drove in the driveway and parked up, my little boy's outside playing football. So I hopped out of the car and I started. I ran over to him to join him, start playing football with him. He was about 7 or 8 at the time, 9 at the time. And I'm looking, I'm like, what ball is that? Mate, when I tell you, it was my hat-trick ball, my Wembley hat-trick ball. Not anymore, it's not. Not anymore. Mate, 95% of the signatures on it gone. But you can't be annoyed at him because my kid loves football. So what am I going to do? I'm going to tell him off for playing football, for going outside. And no.
What happened with the scrap with Doyle?
I was already at the club, and then at Preston, and we brought him in. Very, very good finisher. Very good finisher. Straight away, it was, right, Bex, you're starting. And then if ever I came off, it was for Doyle. And if ever he started, he came off, it was for me, and vice versa. And it got to, I don't know how it managed to get to that point. We were on the counter-attack. I think we were losing 2-0 away from home. And we were both on. So we're chasing the game. We've got about 15, 20 minutes, give or take, left of the game. We're chasing the game. And the ball's gone down the right-hand side and it's gone to Doyle. And there's a defender going towards him and I'm clear, free in the middle of the pitch. And I'm screaming, square it, I'm in. And I'm like, edge of the 18-yard box, just for context. He's cut it back onto his left foot and just skied it or something. I don't remember exactly what it was, but he's not looked to pass it to me or cross it to me. He's gone for glory. And naturally I've kicked off. What are you doing? Just flipping square it. He's turned around and he's gone, come on then. And I've gone, what the hell's happening here? Well, I'm not going to back down because I'm not that guy. But at the same time, I don't understand what's happening here. So we've just gone at each other and we're in each other's faces. We're not scrapping. We're not fighting. We're not pushing. We're just there. And I'm screaming at him, you should have flipping squared it. And he's like, shut up. Who are you talking to? And I'm like, you freaking idiot. And he's like, oh, you freaking wait until we get inside. I'm like, let's freaking go now. And the referee comes over and he's like, what are you doing, you idiots? Like, I've got to send you off. I can't have that on the pitch. So Doyle, straight red card. And he's gone, Bex, I don't want to do this, but I've got no choice. And I said, mate, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Like, neither one of us meant for it to be that. We were just both in the heat of the moment. We're pumped up and we're ready to flipping go to war. And unfortunately, we picked each other rather than the opposition. He's obviously, he's been sent off first. So he's in the change room. So I've gone in, I booted the door and I'm standing in the doorway. I'm looking at him and he's looking at me and I went, fuck, what are we doing? And he's gone, mate, I don't even know. So we're just like, we're looking at each other like, this is so stupid. So, like, the boys came in, obviously, we've lost the game. Everybody's like fuming. The gaffer's come in, Simon Grayson's come in, and he's like, lads, what, you freaking disappointed me, both of you. And straight away, we both stood up and said, Gaffer, we're really, really sorry. Boys, we're really, really sorry. We know we've cost you lot the game. Shook hands. And that was the end of it until we left the stadium, left the changing rooms, and we're walking onto the bus. And one of the opposition fans was absolutely laying into Doyle for some reason. I have no idea why. So I stood up for him. And he went, oh, now you're friends, are you? And mate, I'll be honest with you. I was like, you freaking idiot. You idiot. That's the last thing I needed. Now you're friends. What am I going to do now? I was flipping fuming, man.
Did you have to refund the fans?
Yeah.
Is that right?
Yeah, I paid for all of the tickets for the fans.
Oh, came back from suspension against Leeds.
Oh, no.
And he was sent off inside 4 minutes.
Yeah. The game after that one, by the way. Simon Grayson says to me, right, Bex, you're going on. Don't do anything stupid. Come on and just do what you do best. Just enjoy yourself, relax, play the game you do. So I've gone on the pitch and Kyle Bartley sprinted up from 30 yards away. So I've jumped up and he's running and jumped into me, knee like that, straight out into the back. And I've gone, fallen on the floor. And I've just lashed out. I've just put my foot up. I've caught him in the face, haven't I? By accident, genuinely by accident. And the referee's just come over 4 minutes in, bang, straight red. I was like, mate, what are you doing? What am I doing? I didn't mean it. I didn't mean it. I promise you now. I promise you now, I'm a man of my word. I didn't mean it.
I was at that game.
I was just frustrated. No,
I'll let you off.
You got your ticket for free.
Cost me 40 quid in diesel.
Yeah,
Plus
so
eyes.
it was so stupid. It was so immature. It was disappointing. It was stupid, but it was one of those situations, isn't it?
Good stuff, mate.
Cheers, man.
Yeah, thank you very much for coming on.
Yeah.
I've
I'm
enjoyed
looking
it.
forward. Just reminded me, there's a fly just gone past my head.
I know.
I'm really looking forward to seeing that. Who had fucking 10,000 flies in the garage? You know, to put them in the car.
Mate,
Get that one in a bit. No, top man, mate. Thank you very much.
Boys, top
Cheers,
stuff.
mate.
Thank
you very much.
Cheers, mate.
Did you know that we've got almost 200 unreleased episodes on Patreon? You know that, Chris? Which are your favourites?
I'm going to give you Ron Atkinson,
Yes.
Yakubu, Mark Crossley, Part 2.
One of my personal favourites.
For anybody that doesn't know, what is Patreon?
Patreon is the app that not only helps support the podcast, but also gives you access to, like I said, almost 200 unreleased episodes and an extra 2 every month.
I like it because we get away with a lot of stuff on Patreon that we wouldn't normally on YouTube. And we've set up a community chat, which...
Yes, with the Friday Club,
with
some
Friday
of the images
Club.
on there. Yeah.
Patreon's great for growing our Friday Club. That's why we're here.
We're helping the Friday Club grow and the regular series, and I like that community being together on there as well, where everyone's chatting and having a laugh about the episodes.
And it's cheap.
Very cheap. I'd say cheaper than, what, a pint? Yeah.
Yeah.
A toasty these days from an expensive coffee shop.
Expensive
and
retailer.
a coffee.
Yeah.
A coffee. A scented candle, they're expensive. A bag for life, maybe. What else is like about that price? I tell you what's about that price. A wine cooler in the shape of a cowboy boot.
Yes. That is expensive then these days.
I think it's between your legs, John. Anything else?
No, just sign up.
Or pie. A pie. It's cheaper than a pie.
The money shot.
No, but it is about supporting the podcast, and like we said, it just helps us create. Oh, Bag for Life, yeah, with a cat on it. It helps us keep creating the podcast, and we just really appreciate it, and just builds that community, doesn't it?
Well done, John.
$14.99. It's not that expensive.
£3.50 plus VAT.
There we go. So you can actually buy quite a few wine cooler cowboy boots. So if you want to sign up, just download the Patreon app, search Undr The Cosh, you'll be straight in there. And like we've said, if it weren't for the Patreons up to this point, well, I don't think we'd be still creating this podcast, would we? So thank you. And get yourself involved.